जय हिंद एंड वेलकम फ्रेंड्स। आज हमारे साथ हैं ब्रिगेडियर विनायक वीएसएम विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल। सर 1975 में इंडियन आर्मी में कमीशन्ड हुए थे। सर एक प्राउड एलुमनाई है नेशनल डिफेंस एकेडमी और इंडियन मिलिट्री एकेडमी के। सर की इनिशियल सर्विस रेजिमेंट ऑफ आर्टिलरी में थी और उसके बाद फिर आर्मी कोर ऑफ एयर डिफेंस में थी। सर ने एक बटालियन कमांड की है एयर डिफेंस में और इसी के साथ साथ एक ब्रिगेड कमांड की है सीआईसीटी ऑपरेशंस में 1990 के डिफ़िकल्ट टाइम में जेएनके में। सर को विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल उनकी सर्विस के लिए दिया गया जब वो एनसीसी के साथ जुड़े हुए थे। सर डायरेक्टर जनरल भी थे मध्य प्रदेश और छत्तीसगढ़ एनसीसी के। थैंक यू सर फॉर हैविंग एक्सेप्टिंग आवर इनविटेशन। ग्लैड टू सी।
Now, how did it go down with our friends, sir? We have seen our Russian friends. They were a bit reluctant to see Indian light combat aircraft, this is LCS Tejas, coming up. And similarly with the guns, US was a bit reluctant to see that the Indians have manufactured a Dhanush gun, the howitzer gun. So, sir, how do you see this change, sir?
See, what has
And
happened is,
how?
see, we shouldn't stop our progress because what the other guy feels of us. I mean, I think we should manage these people like they are managing us. We should see our own national interests first, and we should make them dependent. That's why I said, make the wish dependent on you, make the world dependent on you. They'll come in. See, after all, if we produce things cheaper, it will be better that Russia buys from us than producing themselves, because they also got different enemies. See, you see, sometimes they are friends with Chinese, sometimes they are enemies with Chinese. Sometimes, in international affairs, your enemies and friends, they keep changing as per the time. And like whatever you say, China, US, today the rivals, top rivals, but they're still befriending each other in some way, engaging each other in some way. Nobody is outrightly, they're not gone at war with each other. So this sort of, we have to balance the act, and we got to come up with it. We have to slowly, steadily prove ourselves, and we shouldn't be. I mean, now it's the test of our diplomats, how they handle the Chinese. It is their tact. When they say diplomacy, diplomat, this is where their energy should be energized into engage these people who don't like our progress, engage them diplomatically, and while we continue to build our strengths.
Yes, sir. Sir, what is your expectation from the upcoming defense projects? And sir,
As far as see, you can't have a total increase overnight. Like our budget, normally we want 3% of the GDP, because there's always a cap on our defense budget. I mean, rightly so, because your defense budget, it bites into they you got to see overall country. So 3% of the GDP. So what I feel is, but we've been getting less than that. We've been getting about 2% or so, whatever it is. Last year it was less. The expectations are there. I'm sure we cannot, just blindly increase the defense budget. But yes, in a phased manner, the difference, we can gradually upgrade ourselves. We got to review our weaponry, and it has to be dynamic. Our requirements and modernization. For example, all of a sudden, I never thought about drone sort of an attack. All of a sudden, drones have taken. Of course, I saw drones in marriages. I used to say, oh, what a wonderful bloody thing that you see drones. The other day, the policing also, like I remember I had gone to Betul. So the SP there had a drone of his own. So he was probably his interest, but therefore he used to take a lot of photographs of this place and that place, aerial. therefore, its utilization in the army should have, I mean, the armed forces and defense should have been anticipated. It is always there. Because I remember in the LC, like we used to keep hearing of drone, this. So we use aero models. We just tried it, putting a camera, a normal camera on a aero model and sending it across. And we used to feel very happy about it. That we've been able to take the pics beyond our visual range. So, I mean, now coming in a big way, because see, the factor of the human and the machine, now with so much of technology, and sky is the limit for technology. So what we never thought of many things earlier. So now, like this, you don't know what is going to be next. So it is a matter of, so we have to now invest on what is the type of, and we go to correctly assess. If we plan our modernization as per the previous battle or the previous what is going on, see, basics don't change. The boots on ground don't change. You have to empower the man. And don't make him fight a prehistoric war with, I mean, you got to modernize him with the threat which he is going to face. So safety to the, I mean, protecting that man and making him more, survivability, increase the survivability of the man. And man behind the machines remain. Therefore, we got to, the man has to be kept motivated. You would take care of the manpower. Don't take granted. This is one thing which most of our, we forget. The army performs because they are do or die. And a man given a task doesn't think of anything else. He gives his life. Therefore, don't take the chap for granted that इनको बोलो तो ये कर ही देते हैं. If you see picking up, I mean, well, till making bridges, whenever country fails, whenever the international, I mean, Commonwealth Games or whatever, do you find the what do you call? The soldier, his aspirations. When a soldier dies, we got to take care of them because tomorrow we're going to join if you don't look after families of fallen soldiers. So we don't, certain amount the government got to think change the soldier. You promised him something, you promised him one rank, one pension, then give it to him in that form. Now, why I'm bringing this point is that, we just do not honor the man who's fighting. We are the best fighting soldiers. Our skin wear is the best. A sword is, our skin wear is the best. Now, our soldiers fight everywhere around the world. They have proved themselves right from time immemorial. Therefore, that is one thing is there. The defense budget should never compromise modernization with what you call, with the manpower. I mean, okay, we have to buy so many things, so cut down this thing for the soldier. He must get his bulletproof jackets. He must get his equipment. Like he should be clothed to the, like we got a sizable troop in the ultra high altitude areas. So we got to make him, withstand the vagaries of weather and fight. These are also expenditures because I told you boots on ground count as far as the territorial integrity is concerned. You can't hold a very strong airspace and a very strong waters, but you don't. I mean, your people are coming into your territory. So that's what I feel is that if you have a big estate, you got to take care of it. Otherwise, you will have encroachers coming into it. So what I feel is defense budget must, apart from these equipment, modernization, a bit of rethink on what is going to be the future for next 20 years, 30 years. We have to go into the future while planning because the gestation time of a project is so long. By the time the equipment comes in, you find that it is obsolete. You got to think of a new one. So
Sure.
this is something which that you'll spend money, it comes later on. By the time it is obsolete, what is the use? We got to close in the need and the procurement time. When the
Sure.
necessity is thought of, it should come in a good time frame.
Thank you, sir, for taking us on this journey of defense modernization, the acquisition of various defense systems, and sir, a brief about the defense budget allocation that we have in this country. Thank you, sir. It was an honor.